got to get to the Dodgers and the Padres series, a critical Game 5 tonight, and critical more so for the L.A. Dodgers. I'm out here in Los Angeles. I know Dodgers fans are always panicking. They're like, not another year where we have a great regular season and once again postseason. So it's not just Yankee fans. It's also Dodger fans out here too. How critical is tonight's game for the Dodgers? I know they use, 8 or 9 pitchers in Game 4 to get them there. That got Yamamoto on the mound tonight. How critical is tonight's do-or-die Game 5 for the Dodgers, not only for advancing or ending their season, but I'm talking about for the future of this team?
They're another team. It's World Series or bust, and the bust always has repercussions. I do want to say I can't wait for this game tonight. This series has been so good.
Yeah.
We have star power and bad blood, and just a million twists and turns. Each team's won in the other park. It's just been so good, and I think pretty sure tonight I'll have a big rating in Tokyo. You Darvish versus Ohtani and Yamamoto. I mean, bring that on.
Yeah.
Look, what happens if they lose? Is that kind of what you're asking me?
Yes.
It always feels like Dave Roberts' job is hanging in the balance. Every time they don't get to the World Series, they don't win the World Series. I just have to ask you, though, could Tommy Lasorda have won with his pitching staff?
No.
That's the thing to remember. Here's a story. The Ohtani game in Miami a couple of weeks ago. Okay, they scored 20 runs in that game, and the next day I was talking to an executive from another contender, and he said to me, "The Dodgers just scored 20 runs. I watched that happen, and all I could think about was, okay, but who's pitching tomorrow?"
Yeah.
Their road to 27 outs is so hard. And I mean, I don't know what's going to happen. But it doesn't feel like this is a manager thing. It feels to me like it's about roster construction and trying to figure out why all their pitchers keep getting hurt more than it is about the manager. But it's LA. Anything is possible.
Yeah, so Freeman constructed his team. You bring in a pitcher in Yamamoto, you give him $300 million, whatnot. He's injury played this year. Glasnow, who's always been injury played, you give him a ton of money, and he can't even finish the season. So who's your starting pitcher tonight? You got Yamamoto. And once again, they had a bullpen game to save their season in Game 4, so it can't just be on the manager, Dave Roberts, once again, who is a pretty solid manager if you don't have the tools out there that are necessary, man. So we'll see. And then once again, they got to deal with Freddie Freeman. He's got an injury. See if he's able to play. The good news for the Dodgers, though, is that Mookie Betts seems like he's kind of getting out of his slump, especially over the last 2 games. So it should be a really good game against the Padres, a really solid, swaggerlicious team, man. And Fernando Tatis has been so good, Jayson.
Yeah, he there's a guy who loves the stage, right? There's a funny dynamic to this series. The Dodgers are the behemoth, theoretically. They spent $1 billion on free agents over the winter. They're the number 1 seed. They won more games than anybody in the sport. And yet I haven't talked to anybody in baseball this week who doesn't feel like the Padres have the better team and the better roster right now. They won the season series and played great in Dodger Stadium, and now you've got a winner-take-all game in Dodger Stadium. And have they shown any fear of the moment?
None.
I know they didn't win the other night, but like if you're asking me to pick somebody, I would make the pick that it feels like everybody in baseball would make. The Padres are the team right now. They're the team nobody wants to play, and I think that includes the Dodgers tonight.
Yeah, I think they're walking in with more swagger, more confidence, and it starts with Manny Machado. I mean, I love his swagger, his confidence, and once again, Tatis is doing his thing. They got the Rookie of the Year possibly in the NL, and even though they're on the road, I'm giving the Padres the favorite to win and move on to the NLCS.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.